Hi there, Aries. Welcome to your end of April 2023 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. So I chose your sign first because I thought, well, it's Aries season. Then I realized, no, we just had the eclipse, so now the sun is in Taurus officially. But let's see what the post-eclipse energies are like. It was just last night when it happened where I live. Ooh, a lot of insight. Like the universe trying to tell you some things. Okay. The heart of the matter is the Queen of Cups. This is a card that is double feminine, double water type of energy. So it is associated with psychic mediums and artists and mothers. And it's one of those, and she looks like she's in the process of divination. And let's look at the past. I can talk about that. And then the past position, we have the Page of Swords, and this is more of the conventional learning. So we see the textbook and the person and all those ideas that are like balloons, and the person is kind of almost being carried away by these ideas. And this connects to more of the intellect versus the intuition or the third eye, if you will. And so that's something that some Aries people can be grappling with. Perhaps you're enrolled in university and you would rather be doing something that has a spiritual type of theme, like a Reiki master, like a shaman, or even a medium if you have those abilities. Actually, the Queen of Cups can be like an artist, but I'm going to emphasize the kind of like the mind and, the practical mind versus the intuitive mind, because that seems to be more where it's heading. We have that as the higher message, Ace of Swords, and that's kind of like from that pineal gland, the illumination of the third eye. And also, I see the Ace of Swords also as a card of, taking away the denial. If somebody suspects that their partner is cheating, are they going to just allow that to sink in and then make decisions based on that, or are they going to try and explain it away? Because Aries is right next to Pisces. So if your sun is in Aries, you may have Mercury in Pisces, and you may have a tendency to stick your head in the sand about things. And the Queen of Cups can be about having that intuition about something. Page of Swords can be about suspicion. So you may have a certain suspicion, but if you don't acknowledge it, if you try to explain it away, then you're just putting yourself in denial. And some people may actually do that because they don't want to have to face the music. They don't have to want to change their life. But this could be with, your choice of the work that you're doing. Maybe you're doing something that's more in the mental realm and you want to do something more in the creative or spiritual realm. And it's causing conflict within yourself. The Ace of Swords in that case is about getting very clear on what it is that you want. if you're not quite sure what you want, in terms of the actual type of work that you're doing, because, if you haven't done something before, you don't know if you want it or not. That's understandable. But what I'm talking about is at the deepest level, being able to, the Ace of Swords is like getting clear of that mind clutter that tends to keep people um, confused because they're constantly facing opposing forces. What crosses you is the Hermit. So you may be trying to solve your problems without actually going within. Aries is a fire sign and is very extroverted. So you may not be the type of person that is really that interested in soul searching. You're a very active person. And when people spend a lot of time with other people and not alone, or when they are always doing something, it does uh, prevent them from tuning into their higher self. You have to get quiet to be able to hear the whisperings of the universe. And not everybody is comfortable with that. And I remember when I was doing yoga teacher training, and the one of the instructors said, if you're feeling like very like anxious while we are meditating, and then told them what you could do. And I was thinking, why would somebody feel anxious just going into Shavasana or some, sitting meditation? It's like, can't they sit still without having any kind of activity? But apparently some people, it's like they really do get anxious, and that is a good sign that they have been running away from something. Because yeah, I mean, if you're somebody who's easily bored, if you're just sitting there, you may get antsy, but you won't necessarily get anxious. There's a difference between feeling hyperactive or antsy, whatever you want to call it, and feeling like you're going to have a panic attack or just very uncomfortable, in that sense with anxiety. What is coming in is the Ten of Swords. Now, this can be absorbing a betrayal. And this is what I was talking about with the Ace of Swords, where you can't be in denial over something. And maybe you have kind of characterized in your mind what has been going on, and it's not really true. It's really kind of like a spin that you're putting on it. But the other thing about the Ten of Swords is that it can say that you have reached bottom, meaning that in this particular cycle, you're going to start to feel better. And that's one of the interpretations that I like to give about the Ten of Swords, because there tends to be that more negative connotation, when in fact, this could be the sign that things are getting better for you. And that could really feel good if you're someone who has been struggling lately. The outcome is the Hangman. So Aries, what just came into my mind is Time Out of Mind. I think Bob Dylan named an album that. But what I mean is that there may be this kind of a period of time that is a bit, I was going to say blank, or where it's like no man's land. And maybe this is related to the eclipses, that when you're bridging change in your life, it can feel like it's hurry up and wait. The Hangman can mean that you have to wait for something to transpire. It can also mean that you have to surrender to the moment. And certainly with eclipses, you do have to surrender. Aries people don't like to surrender. You're warriors. What kind of a warrior surrenders? But when you make it about surrender to a higher cause, it makes it more noble. So if you are committed to your path of evolution and transformation, alchemy, you can find adventure and magic in it. And that's how I would frame it, and that's how I would look at it. And it's like letting go and letting God. Why do we do this? Because when we release resistance, we have more of an opportunity for it to come to us unfettered. When people are pushing up against what is happening in their life, they can force the hand of the universe. And it's not very pretty sometimes, and it can lead to a lot of blockages. So the more that you're able to let go and let God and try and letting God, letting go is self-explanatory, but letting God means that you have the faith to know that this season of your life is preordained, that you are not here by accident, and therefore you don't have to run the show. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.